He is the talented woman with the best memory. Not only can you write down more than 400 books in and still written music in the three-character class. Although married 3 times in his life, one of them also married a foreigner. But he is the eternal white moonlight in Cao Cao's heart, the woman he will never get in his life. He is Kai Yan, one of the 4 talented women. Kai Wenji. What kind of strange woman can make Cao Cao forget, even at the expense of redeem him from abroad? This video, let's talk about the life of Kai Wenji. Kai Wenji is with Zhuo Li King Zhao. Shangguan Wan'er, also known as the 4 ancient talented. We talk about talented. It seems that it is always not favored by God. The word talented women is more about the sadness behind them. Mango honor of king's friends must know. Kai Wenji is in the game. It is the image of an innocent and cute little girl. And this was the happiest time of his life. Kai Wenji's real name is Kai Yan. Later, it was changed to Wenji because he had, according to the dictionary of Chinese writers, he was probably born between 173 and 175. He was the daughter of Kai Yong, the capital at that time. In fact, he is knowledgeable, better than music, is a rare all-rounder. It is said that when Kai Wenji was 9 years old, was brilliant, playing the piano and writing poems in the yard, playing something new. Suddenly, a string broke. Young Kai Wenji, without thinking, he said something to his father. The second string broke. Father Kai Yong was pleasantly surprised after hearing this. Kai Yong also thinks that his daughter may be blind. In order to verify the daughter's voice changing, so I snapped another string on purpose. Kai Wenji said without hesitation. It's the 4th string that's broke. After hearing this, Kai Yong stroked his beard. I am very happy that my daughter has such a music talent. Soon after, Kai Yong passed on his mating piano to Kai Wenji. Speaking of this lyre, he began in the account of Duke Huang, the green chess of Sima Zhangru, and the circumference of King Zhu, the 4 famous places in ancient China. Kai Wenji also relied on this love, created the 10 famous songs of ancient China, Hu family 18 auctions. And this story is also in the 3-character class. The origin of Kai Wenji's ability to become a piano. However, there is another talented woman into the 3-character class. He is Zi De-Yun. Snow White is thinking, Wei Ruo Kekin's rise due to this poem was written by Zi De-Yun. It's about Zi De-Yun's ability to have your illusions. From this, the level of one's talent. The main thing is still talent, but without the guidance of a famous teacher, that talent can also be like a buried treasure. And Kai Wenji's father, Kai Yong, is the his father teacher. Kai Yong was a symbol in the Eastern, a symbol of erudition and talent. It is said that their house is like a library. There are thousands of volumes of ancient books. Anyone who was a bit civilized at that time sharpened the head to be a disciple under his door. And Cao Cao was also at this time. He was defeated by Kai Yong. It is recorded in Cao Cao and Kai. It's a one-room, one-friend relationship. Kai Wenji often saw Cao Cao when she was young. One is a troubled hero who is full of ambition. One is a talented girl who is just beginning to fall in love. It's not imaginative. Maybe Cao Cao was too strong at that time. I don't feel worthy of him. No matter how much you like it, it will be deeply buried in your heart. Or maybe Cao Cao is nearly 20 years older than Wenji. Like in the Condor Heroes, Yang Gu's love for Guo Fu's little junior sister. In short, the emotions did not have time to be expressed. Cao Cao has already set foot on the journey. However, this difference is decades, and the cogs of Kai Wenji's fate starts to turn. That year, Kai Yong replaced 16-year-old to his student, Wei Zhongdao. Wei Zhongdao was born in Hedong Han. His ancestors were famous generals and ministers. According to the current statement, Kai Wenji is also married into a wealthy family. After marriage, the two were treated to play the piano and write also spent countless romantic evenings and mornings. However, most good things don't suffer. Kai Yan also scattered Liu Li. A year later, Wei Zhongdao passed away. Kai Wenji has never given birth. He was regarded by his mother-in-law as a man was reviled. Kai Yong was pitiful in desperation. He took him back to his mother's house. He thought he was going to have a good time with this. But because Cai Yong once worked under Dong Zhuo, after Dong Zhuo was killed, Cai Yong talks about Dong Zhuo. He was reprimanded by Wang Yun at that time in jail. Tragic death in prison. Cai Yong's death let the ministers cry. But Cai Wenji at this time, it is true helplessness. In a short time, he suffered the pain of losing his father. He was alone in his most beautiful years. Girl Kochi alone. Fallen leaves are falling and autumn, the prosperity of the world is passing. Only loneliness accompanies my heart. But bigger misfortunes lie ahead. The world was in chaos under the Zhongnu. Take advantage of the fire. If you meet a woman with food, grab it. Meet a man to save and hang human heads on both sides of the pier. Cai Wenji is like many women, treated as supplies, holding the neck, escorted and left the central plain, as he depicted in his poem of grief and indignation. Tribulation without rob. The sea of corpses is terrifying. Mysterious head. Go after the horse. And Cai Wenji, as a material, was humble for the Zhongnu. As long as he is a little bit against the will of the Huns, he was beaten with sticks. He was tortured to death and couldn't get it. Unable to live, but I want to die. Want to live, but have no hope. Later, because of her outstanding beauty, and Cai Wenji was dedicated to the southern King Zhuo Shuan became his world. In the days of the Zhong, I miss my hometown every day. Miss happy childhood with my father. I miss you wise home to that short-lived happy marriage. He used to cry in the middle of the night. He even considered suicide. It's been over since then. But then, he found out he was pregnant. Women are weak. Being a mother is just. This leaves him alone. There is hope to live again. He believes that one day, he will be able to return to his hometown. In the blink of an eye, 12 years Cai Wenji's face. It has long been affected by the wind and sand of these years. No longer smooth. He has fine wrinkles on his forehead, in the corners of his eyes, the dust all over him, a tired face, but his eyes still haven't lost their light. Right here at Cai, when I thought I was going to die in a foreign land, a man appeared. And that's this guy, changed his fate again. This man is Cao Cao. At that time, Cao Cao had already unified the North. Achievement. He thought of his little sister, Cai Wenji. I also miss Cai Yong, who has a room. Things have changed. Empty house. He inquired a lot. Finally know the whereabouts of the little junior sister. He couldn't bear for a generation of talented women to be exiled. So I decided to take him back to the central plain, no matter what it takes to get him back. Although Cai Wenji waited for the light, this light is intertwined with the darkest pain. He can get out of it, but he couldn't bear to have two children. The Huns would never let him take their children, as he wrote in his grief. And call me before. Ask your mother what she wants. People should tell. Does the father pay back the time? Amu Chang Ren, why don't you quit me now? Not yet an adult, regardless of thinking. Little child, holding my mother's neck. Everyone says, Mother, you are about to leave. Is there any time to come back in the future? You used to love me so much. Why don't you want me all of a sudden? I haven't grown up yet. Don't you care about me at all? So far, let Cai Wenji feel the collapse of the drama. In the gap between family and belonging, Cai Wenji said she was in pain, but he finally came back. On the way back, he created the Sadhu family 18 bits. This is the story of Wenji. Is this a comedy or a tragedy? Later, in order to give Cai Wenji Cao Cao, soon chose a husband for him. His name is It's a little Tuncheon governor, a handsome young man. Maybe Cao Cao thinks Dong Si and Cai Wenji are Dong Si felt that it was inappropriate. When Cai Wenji came back, she was almost a year, had another baby, and weathered. Not to mention beauty. However, Dong Si, I had no choice to die, but to use cold violence. Don't pay much attention to Cai Wenji. Lose telling how I felt at the time, but you can imagine he must be embarrassed. May also have low self-esteem. Maybe he is the same as Lu Xun's original wife, I planned to crawl slowly with the patience of a snail until accepted by the husband. But fortunately, fate may have thought his life was too hard, gave him a chance to accelerate. This opportunity presents itself in the form of disaster. Dong Si made a big mistake, dark green when caught. Kai Wenji doesn't want to be hit by the loss of a loved one again. Run to Keofu. At that time, Cao Cao was in the Wild Ming history author Full House. Cao Cao told the guests that Kai Yong's daughter was outside this talented woman today. I saw Kai Wenji with her hair covered in hair, barefoot. It's easy to kowtow and beg for 10 years. Sore body. The guests were moved. When Cao Cao saw the scene, he moved his heart to hug. Cao Cao said, "The director's indictment has already been sent out. I'm afraid it's too late to intercept." Kai Wenji said that you have so many good horses and countless rapes. Pick a fast horse and let the rapists go. It should be possible. Listen, Cao Cao nodded. Finally, Dong Si was released. Dong Si never imagined that he would come back alive. From then on, their lives began to have warmth. From then on, someone stood with him at dusk. From then on, someone asked him, However, this is not Cao Cao. The happiness of my little sister shot a sniper. Then there is no record of Kai Wenji in history. According to legend, Cao Cao was dying. I once evaluated Kai Wenji and called to do things. Atmospheric perfection. Recruiting compositions does not let the ancient playing the piano. Recruitment. Mingli Helan. However, the world appreciates Kai Wenji's knowledge and memory, but I don't know that only talented women to become true hardships.